that slipped away from them. So EG here going to start on the T side of Inferno. And they are marching their way to a victory in this series to stay alive. And I believe they'd play again later on today, actually.
Yeah, so an action-packed day for EG if they're able to bring that all the way through. We did also see some truly magnificent opening out of Summer, so I hope to see more of that. That was beautiful to watch.
Dude, the Operas are on point. Cirque had a great game as well on Raj. Now, I mean, it'll be a little bit tougher for Cirque, obviously, to start this out. T side of Inferno. 3 players towards the beam bomb site for TYLOO on defense. Summer at the coffins with 2 flashbangs in support of his teammates. And, ooh, there's a little bit of a boost out. Somebody, that timing could have been so awkward.
Yeah, for either one, I don't even know what would have been worse there. Now somebody ready to fight, they're going to be flashing him in. He's just so aggressive. Once again, this is the hallmark right now of TYLOO playing this game.
He needs to lure them in closer, though. He's waiting for them to get past that wall to commit for the follow-up flashbang, and now he might be over-aggressive. They're waiting for this, and there's no getting away. That is such a thin board. There's no cover provided.
Ventet's now going to be flashed in for a second round, and they must know there's a third one here. Summer goes down, and that's a nicely handled engagement out of EG. And again, I just want to point out again, we normally won't see that level of aggression. Once you see that there's multiple heal on Banana, you normally don't go fight them, you know, with the USP just up close like that. Freeman with a nice long-range shot to take down Breeze, but it's still a 1-on-2. He's not got a kit currently picked up. There must be one on the ground somewhere, but
it's in the site. It's over by Coffins, but it won't even matter. He gets nowhere close. Cirque shuts it all down with a double kill. Yeah, and again, I mean, just that's one of those things with TYLOO where it's like such cool stuff. I like the aggression. I like sticking around, trying to lure them in closer. You have 2 teammates there.
Yes.
And then just like right at the end, just one little mistake. Everything looked good. You had that second flashbang ready to go. And you needed to get them further. And then I think, was it Summer that lost patience? Was he the one who pushed out behind that board?
Yes.
It was just like, just wait. You know, bide your time. You have that one flashbang. That is the winning recipe for that round.
You've got the flashbang, you've got the teammate by Sandbags.
Sandbags. And getting aggressive neutralizes both of those things.
Well, I agree. A lot of HEs in play here for TYLOO. Could definitely do a lot. They've got the flashbang set up again. And EG, very, very patient early on. They do not want to get flanked or pushed anywhere. And that's, I think, a good game plan to have right now. Ethan pushing forward with the UMP, and he'll handle that just nicely. And somebody's the one that set up the flashbang to go for that fight. So again, that's, if they're quick to read it, they probably know what's coming or know that there's even a third player in there. Freeman trying with the 5-7, able to connect. That might be the only kill they get here. Ethan's ready. Oh, actually, take it all back.
That's a bit of a miscue as well. That's UMP dropped over, so both the Kriegs are picked up. So 2 deaths isn't the biggest deal, especially because TYLOO fully invested. Tarek's going to go hunting. Does not want to lose this Krieg. But he's playing it pretty safe. Off angle and ult mid. Somebody going to try and get away. He spotted it out. There's the commitment. Sees both of them. And are going to come back for the fight. This is going to be a second round for EG. The question is, can somebody take a gun away and survive? Can he find, if he finds Breeze and keeps this Krieg, that's pretty god tier.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Breeze just standing out of the open, off angle. And that will be the second round for EG. So they survive the initial scare. I do want to point out,
yes,
just like we talked about with TYLOO walking out on the A-bomb site with no warning,
yeah,
which was I still think is a cool idea. But once they did it a lot, you could see that EG were ready for it. This is 2 rounds in a row where they've tried to flash their way into a fight at top Banana. That can't be the only plan they have. Like, or even worse, if they keep doing it, EG will eventually exploit it, right? They will start to say, well, we're just going to wait for you, throw HEs once we hit the flashbangs or something like that. There's so many ways to deal with that. So, gotta hope that isn't the only plan. Now they're flashing their way into mid again. This is I love this. This is sort of almost like a Fallen level setup.
Well, the problem with this is, I mean, it's obviously you like to see it. The problem is with EG spreading into default, they've already found their way. Cirque is so deep into that B bomb site looking for a response. But also, even if you have success, it's only one player that's going to be there. Santa's all going to have some pressure, but this MAC-10 can do some work against unarmored opponents, and now the teammates are involved. They swarm from every hole and crevice in the map like aggressive little cockroaches with rifles.
Well, I was excited to see how that was going to end. But
there's only one way, really.
Yeah, my mind, I was saying I just didn't want to say it. But it's a good job.
Thanks.
Even if that didn't work, I just appreciate when people try and do these things, you know? even if it's low percentage. And you almost always with those stacks, right? You are reliant on the other team
Making some mistakes.
yeah, not checking quite enough, or maybe being a little bit too aggressive.
Or a little bit of luck and 3 people staring at the flashbang. Either way, that's all behind us. Now we have a more of a standard round, and again, 3 players to start things off over towards Banana. Some are going to rotate away after the usage of utility. And he's going to come right back with the pressure. Another Molotov. Stanislaus going to be forced to extinguish it. He's got a MAC-10. There's a couple players without head armor, and now somebody's going to burn, taking a lot of damage.
Again, playing so aggressively at this corner, and they're still playing 3 at the B-bomb side, which they've done every round so far. They'll jump around the corner, and somebody from the early damage just immediately down to that MAC-10.
It happens again as well. It's 3 people at this B-bomb site, but for some reason, the miscommunication is there. There's some kind of miscue where, despite having 3 players at the bomb site, there's 1 player fighting alone. Somebody either staying around too long or his teammates giving up too soon, regardless of which one it is. It's made it so tough for them to actually have an effective defense on this part of the map.
Look at that gamble. This is actually not a bad idea.
Well, I mean, they've used all their Molotovs and everything but 1 smoke by the 50-second mark. They just didn't have a lot to delay or to fight with over at this bomb site, so...
They're just saying, we either save all the rifles or you come in and we would probably win the round. Now, tragically for them, it's the worst of those 2 options.
It's the saving of all the rifles.
They've just made the worst option a little bit better, I guess.
Well, they can refresh the utility in the next round. Somebody will be able to have either a FAMAS, an SMG, and he'll be able to have full utility as well, so they can just kind of rinse and repeat and try it all over again.
If you are going to be in a car crash, at least have insurance. I think that's the metaphor that we've gone for.
We, huh? It's a we so quickly.
Yeah. Whenever I say anything, you know, close to risky, I just...
Yeah, you drag me down with you?
Yeah, just want to make sure.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, saving the rifles at least is something. But that was, from EG's point of view, they're even learning. They're learning just a little bit in some of these early rounds.
Yeah.
Stacks on the A-bomb side in the second round. They find that out by Cirque walking in. This time they say, all right, let's check a look and see if anyone is B. They don't find a single player.
Tough part is, I mean, I don't even mind like the decision to gamble. I think the really hard part about it is look at the money on EG. It's already so high. They didn't lose any weapons that round. All they have to do is replenish their grenades, so barely having to reinvest. UMP picked up on somebody. There's 3 kits on the CT side, and again, as I mentioned, full nades. Well, they still have a few players without that head armor for the MAC-10. This time, Summer is going to commit to rotating all the way back towards A.
That's such a good flashbang with the run up from the stairs. Flashbang gets banked off the door on the other side. We like to see those kind of plays. But the bomb is far back, and again, EG just taking a lot of map control, making sure all the while that they're not in a position where they're going to be flanked and nobody can sneak up behind them. Ethan is just spotting Banana for now. And still got plenty of time left.
A lot of utility being used by TYLOO. Over a minute left, trying to maintain this hold. And again, 2 players here, but it's only 1 player fighting. Pentat's going to come in late, and he's going to get picked off. 2 individual fights for Ethan, and Summer's got to hustle to close the gap and rotate in. That flashbang isn't going to slow them down whatsoever. Smoke and the choke point and EG, a massive advantage, and I think these last 3 players are going to just have to save.
And even that might be tricky. Look at where Breeze is. All the way on the other side. Looking for them already. If he could find his way in here, that's going to be real uncomfortable. Cirque is there quickly as well.
Breeze doesn't even have to move. If he just sits here and looks towards small pit, like surely you're going to find somebody. Surely you think if there's the CTs are going to be saving in this round, like 90% of the time you're going to find someone wandering in that direction. There's a kill for Summer. Traded immediately again by Ethan. Triple kill in the round for him, including the 2 openings. And now Breeze is put into play. Freebie on him, and Freeman in the pit.
Holding it the whole time, and Breeze will still take him down. And I mean, that almost brings it back to the thing that you were talking about with the money. That's on EG. They have the money to go for those fights, no problem. They send Cirque right away. They don't care about losing a couple of rifles here or there, just to try and take what's left away here. 5-0 in favor of EG. And so absolutely nothing so far has worked for TYLOO on that Banana position. Whether they fight early or later, whatever it is, like that.
Which is such a shame because I feel like they've had some cool ideas. We've mentioned it a number of times. They've had some situations that have been favorable, but for whatever reason, whenever the fight does eventually show up, that's a nice start for Summer. But once the fight does show up, the fight they're looking for some reason, someone's backed away or someone's pushed too far forward, and they're just not coordinated in any sense, despite the fact that they have a very good call.
Timing on that grenade. Ethan turning as Bentet takes him down. Summer with an uncharacteristic miss, but still in a good position right here. The grenade and the follow-up aggression for Bentet to take down Stanislaw, and now it's looking so much better here. 5 versus 2. TYLOO en route to take their first round here on Inferno.
Yeah, well, they've got the op involved. We saw it was such a deciding factor on Mirage. Summer gets the opening kill, and then a solid defense at the B bomb site. This time not challenging towards the half wall, not challenging towards car, playing deeper into the site. Still, though, Tarek going to enter in with one flashbang. There's a player, Freeman, up on the balcony, and Graveyard as well. Good round from Attacker. Double frag in the A bomb site. And you're right, first round for TYLOO on defense, and all 5 players survive, so that's got to feel a little bit better.
And they take 3 Kriegs.
Woo!
Nobody wants to peek into a defensive Krieg. Takes all the fun out of it. 5-1. It's not the best start here on map number 2, but
I think they can still recover. The problem is, remember on Mirage as well, they did recover late in that first half. It was just that. It was late. This is where you'd hope TYLOO can string 3 rounds together, take the money away. That'll be tough, though, because because they built up so much bank, they can actually buy through a lot of losses. And again, somebody completely isolated. He's going to get cleared out. That flashbang from the bomb site didn't do anything. I think Bentet might have thrown an improvised one. But another individual fight with no chance of a trade in Banana. Ooh.
he was setting up to take Cirque, who was jumping. He was aiming. He's good, like, so you see in slow motion, it's almost time for that shot.
Oh, he's going to drop right into my crosshair right about, oh, damn.
Yeah. Freeman up here. Second time he's been using this position. The Molotov timing is pretty good, actually. Now he's dropping down to the low ground to try and establish that crossfire with Attacker. And nobody's holding B once again. Breeze, though, almost sneaking his way out of apps. In fact, might be jumping down right next to it. Yeah, there's Breeze coming out to take the kill on Freeman. Even if they're attacking the stronger bomb site right now, they're still in a very good position. The Molotov on top, and Attacker fighting inside. It'll go up to the flames, and Breeze will take down Bentet. That's a nice double kill for him. Pretty good game for Breeze here, or second map here. 10-2 right now on him.
Yeah, Ethan was all the way back at T-spawn picking up the bomb, so even if Breeze loses that battle, Ethan just hustles into the B bomb site, gets a plant, and then has a pretty favorable one-on-one in that position. So unfortunately for TYLOO, they can't string together. They reinvest everything, and due to the nature of the fact that they had 5 players survive, it's a strong buy. Summer's back on the AWP.
Ooh.
Yeah, not too shabby. Oh.
I always wondered if someone could do that, like
Intentionally.
learn how to do that, you know? Get to the corner quickly with a Zeus.
I think you said that yesterday.
I might have said that. Not even sure what day it is, Jason.
Well, neither does TYLOO. They are getting their faces torn off. All the creeks. Quickly, in just 20-some seconds, a 5-on-3.
And that's considering the fact that they just won the round, and then EG just immediately start to bring it back. Even with the round loss bonus here for TYLOO, it's not going to be great. If they lose the remaining rifles, they're in a lot of trouble.
This is the perfect time again, just much like the 4th round, just go for that straight up stack. Put 3 players at the B bomb site, put 3 players at the A bomb site, pick one. The spread out affair we have going on is not going to be effective.
Yeah, but anytime you have to go for those coin flips,
Well,
does it?
Yeah, but they might as well do it at this point. You
Yeah.
have 1 player in CT spawn, 1 player in library. Okay, now they're shuffling over to the B bomb site. Unfortunately, again, it looks like it's going to be the wrong call. Small fake being thrown in from Ethan. Bentet's got the intel, but I think unfortunately he's got the intel that the other bomb site is going to be under attack. EG still taking it relatively slow, 20 seconds though, and they're going to get a free bomb site.
They've had quite a few of those throughout this first half, and it hasn't even been that long. That helps out in so many ways.
Yeah, I think they've had like 3 free bomb sites and bomb plants out of the... What, this is the 8th round we're playing?
Yeah, things are spiraling out of control pretty quickly here. At least they save the rifles, and that's the only takeaway from this round. Again, it's something to look at. But, you know, once you get into your second and third car crash, Jason, that insurance is going to be more and more... I don't know why I'm doing this.
Back to the car crash.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Just saying your premiums are going to go up, you know. No company will insure you at the end. So, you know what? Been in too many car crashes.
Well, no one's insuring TYLOO at this point. They're getting all their money stripped away, slowly but surely.
Maybe needing life insurance at some point. Well, 7-1. And it's getting very rough at the moment. That I feel like, I don't know, again, if you that banana play, they've tried to be a little bit aggressive fighting in middle. What is left on Inferno if you can't have a good fight on banana and you can't really hold middle either?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot, especially considering some of the times you've tried to hold banana has been with 3 players. You even stacked it. We'll see what Summer can do, but again, he's very much, as mentioned a couple times, he's very much alone in Boiler at the moment. Freeman is kind of backing up in lane, but not with any kind of confidence. Here they come dropping out. Oh, and all 4 kills go the way of TYLOO. That works perfectly. Nice little quick scope from Summer at the end. No one even takes damage, so...
You have to imagine that's EG's attempt to try and really throw the rhythm off, right?
Yeah.
Because that was nothing like what EG had been doing the rest of the time. I think they were hoping to catch them with some sort of an uppercut here and just say they're never going to expect something like this.
I mean, somehow TYLOO just called like a perfect defense, whether it was on accident or whether it was by design. 1 player in the site, 1 player in lane, and that's where the brunt of the attack came. So it was a really easy crossfire setup to just eliminate so many players. And EG losing a bit of focus, never expecting the aggression from somebody. He's got a chance to do more. A bit of damage onto Ethan is all he's going to get.
And I'm surprised that no one is following somebody there. Because once you create the initial distraction, you know, it would have made sense if there would have been someone there with the AWP sniping from behind or anything like that. Not the case. So 1-for-1 trade to start the round with, although there's a lot of damage on EG, so maybe they could build something on this on the Chinese side. Summer and Bentet now moving towards the B-bomb side, so they've got sort of a 2-2 setup. Which is not always ideal, but it can work, especially if you get the early kill. Summer going aggressive with the AWP, and he's going to get taken down. Ethan, double kill for him again.
That's just a tough timing to deal with. And again, this B defense, Bentet not able to help out whatsoever. He's boosted up at the moment. Ethan's going to turn the corner, 34 HP. Does check for it, but not great. Did he just get knifed as well? Did I hear a knife? Have I lost my mind? Either way, bomb site's open. Molotovs and smokes being put out. And you even have Tarek just waiting and watching the flank. And TYLOO, I don't even know if you can go for this, but you kind of have to at 2-7, I guess.
Yeah, like, you have to, but you also know you can't. So, what do you do at that point in time?
You just chill. Just sit back and wait. Tarek's going to go on the hunt. Does Tarek only have 1 kill? Yes, indeed. Tarek is 1-4. Breeze is 12-3.
Like attending an exam you know you're going to fail, Jason. You ever done that?
Yeah. That's about all I did.
Well, painful memories.
Listen, it all worked out. If I had passed those exams, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, warning to you kids out there. You could end up working in esports. And you must be careful. Like one of those.
Listen, don't follow my footsteps.
One of those 90s, you know, scare people, you know, into not doing crime or whatever.
Oh yeah, those are cool. I like those.
Like,
they didn't make any sense, but I liked them. Here we go, towards Banana. And EG, a rare moment where they back away initially, respecting the utility from the defense. 8-2 lead here on Inferno. Again, the bomb is dropped very, very far back. It looks like they want to take control of brackets, at least for the moment. Smoke and flashbangs out, and I don't even think Summer took that shot, but he might have had an opportunity for it.
And it's just some mid-control again. It's very standard stuff for EG in terms of, you know, controlling banana, controlling top mid. Usually you want to try and do both, which right now they're not. Stanislaw is taking the bomb alone over at banana, which I would consider some kind of a risk right now. Not actually a big fan of this at all. Just imagine if somebody had been at the further up corner and had taken him down now. They would have to cancel the whole plan and come back, and he's still moving up here. Smoke being thrown out just to try and apply a bit of pressure. Now they're all coming back. So somebody's going to have advanced warning, but Bentet is the closer person by, and all he has is a flashbang and an HE grenade. That's not going to stop many people, and what a clean peek coming out from Ethan. Taking down somebody, and again, what do you do?
Well, this is where I think somebody probably not used to being punished on that scale, because I think any other upper than we see in the pro scene, probably with the smoke and the Molotov that somebody had, would have backed away at that 35-second mark, dropped the smoke, and then you've got the Molotov if they try and go through it. You've got a Molotov for when the smoke clears. Oh no. Are they getting lured back into this?
It is the classic, isn't it?
Oh dear, here we go.
We've had the early success. Maybe we could do it, 4 on 3, but the thing they always forget is the time that's left. Like, a second delay right here, and you lose the round anyway. The flashbang does nothing, and Ethan, he's so clean on point. A beautiful triple for him in the round, and now it's a 1 versus 2. And they're on the bomb, actually. Maybe they could do it, still defusing, but he sees it, and all the rifles are gone, and EG will win the round anyway here, 9-2.
As in fair play, they almost made it work. I don't know how, but it's still, right at the end, Cirque plays it perfectly. The kill onto the first player, and then took his time on the diffuser, and a timeout called from TYLOO. That was everything they had. Freeman's got 8K, and Summer's got 6,700, so they can still bring out some heavy weaponry, but that one hurts.
It really is a classic, isn't it?
Yeah, but again, I can understand why with the scoreline the way it is. That's like the one X factor where it is just like, yeah, you do kind of have to go for those at a certain point.
It's just so painful, right? You have that early success, like David Hasselhoff in Baywatch, and then look at his later career.
I don't know, he had a pretty good music career.
Well,
Get in My Car. Might be one of the greatest songs.
all I remember is like some cheeseburger video, though.
Yeah, him and cheeseburgers don't do well. 9-2. Shout out to Baywatch.
That was a great show, wasn't it?
The show, not the movie.
Was there a movie?
Yeah, it came out like a year ago. I think it's with The Rock.
I did not know that. That's even... The idea that anyone would even try that is just outrageous to me. Society has gone off track. Ethan goes down. Tarek with a good return. Attacker still fighting. And Tarek is at least momentarily ready to do it, but Attacker will take him down.
Oh no, I don't
Strong
think
double.
This is a perfect position for Stanislaw. Somebody's caught trying to find weapons on the ground, and look at this lurk. Oh, Cirque, that was a quick shot and almost accurate as well. But almost doesn't really count in that sense, does it?
No, that's a very binary game, isn't it? Like you're either hitting someone or you're not.
Yeah, you either hit the shot or you don't.
So now 1 versus 3 with the AWP. That was is very confusing round still. The bomb is quite far back. So even if Cirque is successful in taking out Bentet here, and he's in a hard position to clear with an AWP. Nicely done from Bentet. The first fight he won there was at an off angle against Stanislaw. Even that was a good idea. And this one is making it very hard on that AWP. So 9-3. And TYLOO finally picking up a second round. But all of their 3 rounds are just, you know, punctured by double round wins for EG.
Yeah, but I think EG, again, much like on kind of what we saw in Mirage, it almost feels like they're playing, let this one get a little bit too loose and a little bit too confident. Because there's still a chance TYLOO can, you know, get up to 6 rounds, especially considering, oh, there's going to be a nade stack at top banana. You just know it. Oh, here we go. This could be beautiful. This could be great. Oh, they fly in. Great damage is done. I don't know how they're not dead. That was 3 nades.
Yeah, it looks like maybe one of them just was a little bit off. Still.
What, got blocked by a pebble on the ground?
Maybe got blocked by another grenade. Is that possible?
It probably is, knowing grenades.
What if the shrapnel collides in the air and just... I don't know.
Well, here come the flashbangs, the utility, brackets, control, and they're not slowing down. They're going to go for it, but it's right into the blender. Attacker and Freeman in the site and in the pit, and Attacker's already got a triple kill, 3 headshots as well, and a 4th on top of it. He'll have a chance for the ace, and I want him to go for it. I want him to run through that smoke, pistol out, and look in the right direction, preferably. Cirque is going to shut him down, and he'll have a chance for more. Oh, that's a beautiful headshot on the Bentet, and we've got a real fighting chance.
Well, he's got a chance for his own ace, so he might have just denied Attackers, but could even go for more. He's going to get caught right at the edge. That's such a shame. But not for TYLOO. They're happy to win that 4th round.
Yeah.
And I don't know, EG. Not a lot of money, but they could probably, yeah, they're just going to buy. They're going to be happy with that. There's some great deagle shots coming out of Cirque.
That was beautiful. That second one.
Flicking that deagle around. Curving the bullet like it wanted. You mentioned Baywatch, and I don't know why, but speaking of other horrible movies.
You didn't like Wanted?
Nobody liked Wanted.
I like Wanted.
No.
Hop is out. Somebody only gets one. Oh my god, that's not even fair. And again, towards the B bomb site, it's just like a 3-man rush. Tarek's happy to sacrifice himself in this fashion because EG, huge advantage in the round, and TYLOO, again, I feel like they just have to go for it, despite the fact that it feels like it's just far out of their grasp.
Yeah, Stanislaw even waiting halfway across the map. He knows nobody's coming banana, and again, just like earlier, they can go for maybe stealing, you know, a gun. They don't have a lot of money themselves. You just maybe don't want to throw everything away, but
yeah, there's no point in them hunting now. Let them have whatever they're going to save. Freeman's going to be able to drop over a weapon. Somebody will be able to buy a pretty powerful one himself, so TYLOO will have another decent buy as their final attempt to get up to 5 rounds in this first half.
10 rounds on the T side of Inferno. TYLOO, I don't know. There are so many problems that needs fixing on the CT side. And you know what, in fairness to them, they're not the only team suffering from these problems. I see so many teams nowadays that just don't know how to defend that B bomb side.
Yeah, there's been some struggles there. I think it's just tough. Look, with how much the game changes on such a small scale at the pro level, and also the the power of the Kriegs. And then we just see some uncharacteristic teams where Inferno has just kind of slipped out of the strong portion of their map pool. I'm thinking of MIBR. Although, to be fair, it hasn't been part of their strong map pool in some time, but
yeah,
I think they're going to be getting better.
You've got to assume. Certainly can't get worse on Inferno. So.
All right, well, don't drag me down with that one as well. That one's all you. Get him, Brazil.
Bring it.
I won't stop you.
Well, throwing me under the bus now. Well, it's a whole thing we've got going on.
Ooh, somebody, though, is pushed all the way to the base of Banana. He's going to have a very fast flank. Ethan, Cirque, and Stanislaw in this mid-choke point could be in for a nightmare because somebody down 4-10 is going to take the risk. Cirque just checked behind. They're doing it intermittently, and oh, he doesn't commit.
I mean, this should be the round-winning play, surely. They're setting up for the attack. The bomb is on the ground. Oh, just as they look around, actually, Ethan almost was ready for it in some weird way. Now they're getting absolutely picked apart in the middle here. TYLOO picking the perfect time to call this. And even if EG have been ready for the aggression that's been coming out from the TYLOO side, it still can catch you off guard. Breeze now. 1 versus 5. Sneaking around to get the kill, and you might as well put some speed behind it. It's 30 seconds left here, and it's the 15th round. Got to follow up with a headshot. Still just the time that he's fighting here. Tries a little bit more. That's pretty impressive. He'll finally get shut down. That's a 10-5 lead for EG going into the second half. That's going to be coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
Like a fire in the eye of a hurricane, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again, dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge, and come alive. Go to hell and back, just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place, and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge, and come alive. Go to hell and back, just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place, and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again, dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge, and come alive. Go to hell and back, just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place, and come alive. We gon' turn up in this place, and come alive.
Well, like fire in the eye of a hurricane, Jason, we're back here with the second half, second map. It's 10-5 in the favor of Evil Geniuses, letting into the second half. It's, I don't know, it's for TYLOO again, to 5 rounds. Like, you could build something behind this. It feels like, again, it's too late. Like, they should have had some more rounds earlier on, build more of a chance.
I think the problem is just, even if you wanted to build up that like they could make this work with this 5-10 scoreline, is they had the ideas a lot in the first half. The execution just isn't there, and that's what's really tough. Like when you have everything that all the fights you wanted, the setup that you want, you have them attacking exactly where you want, and you still can't pull it off. That's what just is what kind of degrades any kind of hope that you're gonna be able to make this comeback happen. 5-10 on the offensive side of Inferno. Passive from both teams. You can see the offense readjusting across the map. Attacker and somebody in towards A-Halls. Summer, Bentet, and Freeman just behind him in alt mid. They've got 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs, and a Molotov, so you have to imagine this will be a set piece towards the A bomb site. Cirque and Tarek to defend.
I'm surprised, actually, no one's moved out from EG on the other side. Cirque saw some people in second mid, and they haven't called anyone over. Now Tarek playing close with the USP. This is going to be almost impossible for them to hold with 2 people. Tarek trying his best, but the Glock is going to best him this time around, and Cirque just overrun in the middle of that reload. Stanislaw picks up a kill. Straggler there is Summer trying to hold it from behind, but they're going to get the bomb plant down. A good chance right now for TYLOO to pick up the round.
Some low HP, though. That nade could, just barely. If it had bounced backwards, somebody at 4 HP. They need that kill. Stanislaw dedicating himself to the entry, but it's 2 nice ones from Freeman.
Oh.
Attacker gives his teammate a little bit of love. And Ethan's going to try and bail out with this kit. So pistol round 1 by TYLOO.
Yeah, that's super important. And that was it. I mean, Dave picked the perfect point to attack there. There's another thing. Who was it playing on Banana from the T side? Was that Summer?
I can't
remember.
Commit that to memory.
Well, regardless, whoever it was jumped off the wood logs that are at the, sort of center bottom of Banana, and he saw whoever was holding the grenade on the B bomb side. Ethan, I think.
Okay.
And I feel like Ethan must have known that he got spotted as well. So even that is like, if you're the T side and you see that, that'll signal a setup. You must think, well, no one is just standing there. That means there must be more people in front. I don't know if there's some miscommunication or if they don't even know they got spotted, or maybe they just didn't care and they just said, you know what, we're just going to hold this setup no matter what.
Yeah, just dedicate ourselves to it. Well, we'll see if they have anything in store for the second round. They've got the 5 smokes, and they've got a Molotov on Sanazal. They've got some delay tactics in store. 3 players again towards the B bomb site for EG. Sanazal in the back with 2 flashbangs. Ethan, relatively close to the corner. They're going to go for this delayed take. Molotov, and oh, they're going to isolate him. That's perfect. Oh, and Ethan, he's going to go for more. Freeman stuck out in the open. Follow-up flashbang. Ethan continues to challenge. I don't know how he's alive, but he has risked everything.
Oh, the fire. The other guys got back in the bomb site, but no such luck for Ethan. Still, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of utility use, though, for EG. These delay tactics, they've got really no more. Just Stanislaw with the smoke. Thankfully at the B bomb site for the moment.
But they got a UMP out of it. And with armor on Tarek, that could be pretty good. I'm assuming if they actually come for B, then the bottom player is going to be swinging out to try and take the fight.
You have to imagine Stanislaw isn't going to try and block off the choke point. He'll just drop it right on those stairs, but a contact play coming in for TYLOO. Tarek has to at least win this first fight. Bentet, oh, he clears it eventually. He does react. Low HP, though. There's the UMP picked up. Stanislaw's got the first. Oh, and he transfers for another one. A chance for EG in the retake. It's a 2-on-2. And remember, Ethan had a kit. It's at the entrance to the B-bomb site.
Yeah, maybe they could do it. They have some armor. Pistol's obviously not going to be as good as MAC-10. That's a hard test. Immediately downed. And Bentet with a great headshot to follow it up. A quad kill on him. And that's TYLOO picking up a 7th round. And they survive what could have been a very, very dangerous round. So good play on them.
Oh, if Tarek had to win that first fight, that was the brutal one. That UMP kind of betrayed him. It seemed like he had the advantage, and Bentet just is able to react in time. But if that kill comes down, Stanislaw gets so much more powerful. He's able to swing. Tarek's able to survive a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very, very close round. I think even here, when Ethan actually takes the second fight against them, they see the flashbang coming. That's a lot of grenade damage to follow up. It's got to land right on top, and that'll take out Attacker.
That's a staggered nade stack. The first 3 came to the B bomb site, threw 3 nades down, did phenomenal damage, and then the 2 follow-ups. Well done from EG. That's a clever little twist. But, again, going to be tested at this B bomb site. It's just Ethan.
With the USP, Freeman should more or less be a free kill. No, he's not. He's very quick with the AK. Take it all back. Yeah. Tarek hiding inside of the smoke. It's going to fade. There's a lot of people on the other side.
Unfortunately, EG couldn't capitalize on a cool idea, a cool start.
Yeah, it's you know, we like to see those things, even if they can't be brought all the way home.
Any more kills I can get, though, would be phenomenal. That's some fine work with the SMG. Somebody, a triple kill right at the end. A lot of bonus money going into his pocket. 10-8. TYLOO's closed the gap, but now we get the weapons out in the EG hands.
But this is such a mirror of what was happening on Mirage.
Yeah, late comeback.
That's what scares me.
Or late closing of the gap, we should say.
Now, what's going to be interesting is it possible that EG could suffer from the same kind of problems that TYLOO were having over at, like, there are so many teams now that don't do well on B. And for a whole number of reasons. One reason is it's very hard to find a good setup on the B bomb side.
I think they should be fine, EG. Yeah, this is where you have to kind of rely on their experience, and obviously, listen, they're either the number 1 or the number 2 team in the world, depending on which ranking you want to go to. And these are the games, group stages, elimination match against a heavy underdog, against a TYLOO team that no one really has faith can make any kind of a deep run. This is where you have to see EG kind of stand tall and just put him away.
Yeah, that's a good point. Rough game for Tarek. 3-12.
Yeah, hasn't been great.
Ever since that attempted Zeus setup over at B bomb side of Mirage, it's been all downhill. That was the highlight.
All right, Cirque with the AWP peeking down mid, gives up the angle. Deep Molotov, and somebody is burning, heavily burning, down to 45 HP. And now coming through the smoke, the rest of his teammates. Somebody's going to challenge. Another flashbang gets dropped out. Another deep smoke. Another deep Molotov as well. Somebody turns to put it out, and he sacrifices himself for his team. But the smoke that he used to extinguish the Molotov prevents anyone else from getting involved in the action. So he gets a medal.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get a medal. But will it actually help them in the long run? That's the problem. EG...
You have to say, that's a lot of utility used by EG to get that opening kill. They don't have a whole lot left. 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs. So retakes will be tough. They need some results on this take.
But they're committed to this. But through the smoke, it's a team kill at the end, but probably would have been, I think, one for Ethan regardless. Some are now alone in a 1 versus 5, and they don't lose a single rifle here, EG. And, you know, you're always worried about that first buy round, but when it plays out like this and you don't lose anything, that feels so good.
It's also a lot of rounds that have gone back to the B bomb site now. After the pistol, at the very least. The pistol was that A hit, but...
Yeah.
They've sent plenty in the mid-round. Both of their saves, now the first gun round, has all been towards Banana in the mid-round situation. So if you're Tarek and Ethan, that's something you make a mental note of and just be like, listen, if we're ever in a mid-round scenario where we don't really know what's happening, just be very cautious at this B bomb site. They're leaning on it.
And they want to go aggressive. They do run into the flames. Somebody just not even stopping, holding W all the way through into the bomb site, and they just get the rifles out in time. And maybe he could have caught them there, but that is risky.
Listen, that is him and Attacker, our champions, running through all those Molotovs. The other 3 players didn't get there fast enough to beat him, and they're coming in staggered very late, and they're gonna get slaughtered. There's nothing for Freeman and Summer to do. No utility, no way to move forward. EG is gonna get to their 12th, and TYLOO is gonna be out of money.
They find a late kill on Breeze. Probably not necessary for him to take that fight. So, though, easy cleanup. And now, Freeman, 1 versus 4 here. With 45 seconds left. He's got the bomb, but they're just all showing up. EG certainly going to win this round. The question is, you know, how many rifles are they going to take out? It'll be 4. So 5 in the first round that they buy, 4 in this one. Again, that's a very, very good start.
Yeah, that's the exact start you want after losing the pistol or the CT side on Inferno. Immediately, you get a comfortable economy, and you don't have to worry too much about missing out on Molotovs, missing out on nades. And again, what, it's been 5 rounds in this second half, and 4 of them have been attacks towards the B bomb site.
Yeah.
That one a straight up rush.
Rush with a fire.
Which is admirable.
EG were quick to fall back, and if they weren't in that round, you never know. That's a lot of people in second mid. Stanislaw taking the fight. Breeze there to try and follow it up. They lose a couple of players to it. Now Circle, they're just fighting this, a raw fight in second mid. Down to 3 players surviving, which will still make them some money. 13-8. TYLOO, if they want to turn this around, it's got to be real soon, because again, the problem is EG are just going to have money
for days.
Yeah.
Money for days.
It's really what you want.
Yeah, hell yeah. 13-8. 4 AKs in the Krieg on Summer. 3 players to defend against Benetta initially for EG, and they have Cirque here as well now with the AWP. That's the new look for the defense. Molotov going to be put out, and Cirque, he wants that fight, and he's found it. He knew exactly what was coming next. They can either rotate him away since he's shown presence, or they can just, you know, camp him out.
What is this?
This is awesome. This is some 1.6 level boosting. This is great. I love everything about that. I love everything about it. Sliding out ever so slowly, and TYLOO never knew what hit him.
If I'm rewatching the demo and I see that, I'm mad already. Even a month later, I'm still angry. Freeman taking down Tarek, and that's at least something to smile about. Oh, they'll actually open this wide up. They're very low on health, but that's a shocking amount of accuracy once again for TYLOO. Ethan now showing up at the corner. He's going to get smoked off. And there's no grenades left to do damage here to the remaining TYLOO players, so a couple of more headshots, and maybe they could actually steal a round away for that they definitely should not be winning.
Oh, that timing to give away that angle. But he's found it anyways. Ethan with the first Freeman has got to be perfect, and he just can't. I actually don't even know how they got into that bomb site. There were 3 players from EG in middle, and they somehow won all those fights without any utility. Fist bumps all around. Plentiful as the defuse comes in. 14-8, just 2 rounds away from eliminating TYLOO and living to fight another series, which I believe would be later today.
This is outrageous. This is immoral.
I like
it. It is. Well, it did net them the kill, so I guess all is fair in love and war. Get some more cliches in if you want.
As many cliches as you need.
23rd round. Orb still in play, still a Krieg left there on the CT side, and very limited on the TYLOO end of things. Stanislaw pushed down middle with the M4A1. Gotta be careful about, the gun barrel showing. He's a little bit exposed, but he's got Cirque there to try and back him up, and now he's gonna continue. Actually, they'll get Breeze to start off the round with, and Bentet's pushing up behind. The timing is unbelievable. Stanislaw and Cirque must be confused.
I can't believe Stanislaw hasn't been aggressive to try and recover the situation. Now he's peeking up towards mid. All 4 players, for TYLOO going to come out those holes. Tarek, you mentioned it, had a weak game earlier. This would be a time for a performance, and Bentet's going to go searching with that AWP. He's taken down. It's all on Tarek. But TYLOO still haven't pulled the trigger. They still have not moved. They still have not attacked, and they're giving plenty of time over to EG to get into better positions.
Did somebody see that, or was he just looking for it? I don't know. Stanislaw might have found a very good position here regardless. Flashbang not going to be happening. Instead, it's Stanislaw. He gets a dink as well. And he's going to be gone already. Ethan dropping him, and now Freeman in a 1 versus 2. The bomb is down in the middle, and there's 40 seconds left. I don't know. There was an opening there for TYLOO, but it gets taken away. Tarek with the final kill, and that's 15. And series point here for EG. 7 of them in a row, in fact.
That's some of the disorganization that... Maybe not disorganization, well, a little bit. Also, like, miscues that we saw in Mirage, where it's like... Instead of moving forward and kind of trying to trade and trying to get into this bomb site where they had a 3-on-1, which obviously they can't know, but you knew there was a lot of aggression down mid, they just kind of stop in those holes and everyone kind of spreads out and does their own thing. Instead of all 3 players attacking the same point together, trying to get in that site, they all kind of back off. 1 player still tries to challenge towards the balcony. 1 or 2 players still tries to challenge out Boiler, and it just kind of falls flat.
Somebody taking a lot of damage. He'll go down. He almost took Ethan with him. That's a close fight. But the rest of them can't really help out. They're stuck behind the smoke, and I mean, they're throwing some grenades for him, I think, but that's about it. Otherwise, this is not a good start to this round. They've got some smokes left and a single Molotov and a single flashbang, so they're pretty much going to have 1 chance to set up an attack on either bomb side, looking like B at the moment. But with a minute, they could still change their minds. Well, now they can't. Smokes are off towards Archway, just trying to see Breeze, though he's picking in from the other side. He's looking at middle and not finding anyone, so they're gravitating Stanislaw over to the B bomb side. I think EG have a very good read of what's going on. They know that nobody's in top mid right now, and that sneak through, I can't believe he wins that fight. Tarek goes down, Ethan still on the other side, and he's going to fall back, and almost time for a little bit of backup here coming through the smoke. Is he going to try and go for it? Stanislaw, he's waiting instead, and now it's a 3-on-3. More success in this bomb site than I was expecting out of TYLOO.
That's the second time Tarek has lost that fight, and that's got to be so frustrating. Now, they should know that no one is really in Banana. So Breeze is going to be here with a very fast flank, and he's already in position. They've got 3 flashbangs to utilize. Need to find those kills. Cirque posted up with the AWP, and here we go.
He's just trying to see if he could dance his way into that fight. Stanislaw crouched in with the Orc to take down Summer, and a dink on Bentet. Freeman, his aim has been great, and Bentet also finding a kill. Cirque running right onto the site with the AWP, but he's swapping out to the Krieg, and he's going to sit on the bomb, forcing Bentet into it, and even then, just not enough time. It looked like there was maybe a second more. You could have had the chance there. It's a very, very close round. I'm surprised that TYLOO were able to make that work. It looked like they had the good read EG. They even had the stack going on.
Yeah, they had like a double boost.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure Ethan really meant to fall down off of that box, but he was so ruined. The only play to make was for Stanislaw to flash through the smoke while everyone was kind of covering for Ethan, but he just didn't have a smoke, or didn't have a flash, so Ethan just kind of had to sit there and wait for his death. Unfortunate scenario. However, a lot of players, all 5 go down, in fact, for TYLOO in a victory. So they're going to be stuck on 2 SMGs. They have 1 Krieg, missing some utility. And EG have pretty much whatever they want.
Yeah, they're doing fine at the moment. Although after this one, they've got to start being a bit more careful. Which is, I mean, that is the path, as it always is, for a comeback on that T side. If you can shut down the economy.
They have to get there first. And Ethan's going to find another opening kill down Banana. Both sides of the map, Banana has not been kind to TYLOO.
No, not an area that they're really enjoying.
Cirque is going to be posted up on the corner of Rap side with his AWP. Tarek's going to rotate over because Ethan is at car. He sees absolutely nothing in Banana.
23 and 13 for Ethan. He's having himself a great game. And this 4-man setup at the A-bomb side, if they decide to go for it, that'd be huge for EG.
Ethan and Bentet about to get into a fight. This would be a huge duel for either one of them to win, and they just both back away. A stalemate.
Yeah, I mean, especially if Bentet can sneak in the kill, right? Tarek now falling back. Ethan saying that's fine. He's got no more grenades, but Stanislaw taking down Attacker, and this is a problem that's very hard to solve. The time that's left, the 3-on-5, 30 seconds on the clock, and they're going to try and see if they can make their way out. The flashbang, and then Breeze with the spray down. And Summer can't do anything at all here. It's a Mac 10 and a 1-on-4, and he'll go down 16 to 9. And EG will pick up the victory against TYLOO in 2 maps. And this last one, they had a lot of control.
Yeah, they really did. And that's, I mean, you like to see that. That's kind of what I expected